4.0 Cellars is a unique adventure in Texas winemaking.
We're a mix of 3 different wineries and 3 different styles in the big state of Texas.
We are trying to make really high quality wines, and we're doing it from great varieties that are proving themselves in Texas.
So that was the common thread that brought us all together, was a dedication to doing the best that we possibly could.
You have winemakers that are dedicated to growing this industry, Texas wine.
We want there to be a second Napa in Texas.
At 4.0 Cellars, our goal is to bring 3 top Texas wineries together that make quality Texas wine of quality Texas fruit.
I like to think that my family is the first family of winemaking in Texas, in the fact that my 93-year-old father started growing grapes in 1968 up on the high plains, and he and his other tech professor buddy founded Llano Estacado Winery in 1976. My younger brother, he's been a winemaker in California. Then my beautiful wife here has her own winery right across the street from me in Lubbock called Cellars. So it's in our family.
We are wanting to raise the bar.
Yes.
Continually to raise the bar is our hope.
And I've been on this soapbox for a long time about growing varietals that grow with our land. I'm known for my Sangiovese, my flagship wine that my dad brought into the state. First, I get 90% of my fruit from the high plains. We have low humidity, very cool nights. We're up at 3,500 feet. It's good for these warm climate varieties. It's very nice. Fredericksburg area, it's the second most visited wine area behind Napa. We wanted to show them our winemaking styles and what we're doing and what we're capable of doing.
Well, Brennan Vineyards is sort of a slippery slope story. We bought an old home, a historic home in a small town of Comanche, Texas, which is 100 miles southwest of Fort Worth in 1997, just as a weekend getaway. In 2002, we put in a 5-acre vineyard with the intent of selling grapes, and that was it. The grape quality turned out to be good, and we got the bug, and here we are.
It really started with our daughter-in-law, who found the house that our tasting room is in, and it was built in 1879. We went to Comanche and saw the house, fell in love with it, and decided to buy it.
When we decided to start Brennan Vineyards, our commitment was to make the best wine that we could from the grapes that we were able to grow in Texas and buy from other Texas growers. Our wines, thankfully, have been recognized as being very good. Our Viognier has been repeatedly acclaimed in national and international competitions and has been our claim to fame, if you will, amongst our wines. We've tried to go with mainly warm weather grapes and grapes that we and others think have a good future for Texas. It's been a real adventure. We've met some wonderful people, including the people with whom we're starting 4.0 Cellars. I practice medicine, and this for me has been 180 degrees different from practicing medicine, but it's been very fulfilling and rewarding, and we've enjoyed it very much.
I started making wine as an amateur way back in my college days. Was studying microbiology at Texas Tech University. Made a batch of wine in my garage. The cork kind of froze, and in the summer, the heat, we had a giant explosion, and we had wine and glass in the walls in the garage. So Mom and Dad basically ended my winemaking, amateur winemaking, in the garage of their home. In '89, I started my first vineyard. That was very near where we are now. Continued that until we decided, maybe we ought to get into the retail end of this business so we can make some money. And so that's when we got the concept of starting the winery. And that's when we decided to
recruit family.
Right, and recruit the family to do so.
We are located in Burleson, Texas, and we provide entertainment, concerts, outdoor movies on the lawns. We do tons of weddings. And we grow on our state vineyard, Tempranillo, Shiraz, Blanc du Bois, an Italian white called Malvasia Bianca, Ruby Cabernet, and Chardonnay.
Once you find a grape that's doing well, it takes several years to figure out how to make it into its best wine. What kind of yeast to use, when to harvest it, how many bricks.
Our signature wine became Tempranillo in 2008, and our signature wine this year would be Viognier, which we just won a double gold in the San Francisco Chronicle. So it varies from year to year depending on our experience.
And that makes us pretty typical of most Texas wines, because Texas wine is still trying to find its place, and that's part of what makes us so exciting.
I think very definitely that the three wineries have a very unique sense of wine excellence.
We wanted to get together and bring our wines from the three diverse points in the state to the area where the main Texas wine fans are.
What we're making is wines that represent Texas in a style that we can hang our hat on.
So we're hoping to achieve the true Texas wine experience, and I would like to get a bottle of Texas wine on every Texan table.